Hi friends, so today we are going to talk about AgustaWestland. What is this AgustaWestland VVIP chopper scam? In February 2010, the ruling UPA government signed a contract to purchase 12 AgustaWestland helicopters for the Indian Air Force for rupees 3,600 crores. And what was the purpose of buying all these helicopters? The purpose was to carry the President, PM, and other VVIPs. And that is why this is called the VVIP chopper scam. In February 2013, the government decided to put on hold the deal following the arrest of chairman of Finmeccanica, Giuseppe Orsi, and the CEO of AgustaWestland, Bruno Spagnolini, on charges that they bribed middlemen to secure the deal with the Indian Air Force. In 2014, the Congress cancelled the VVIP chopper deal with AgustaWestland on the grounds that the Integrity Pact was violated. The government has recovered most of the money paid to the Italian company for the contract. In this big defense kickback controversy, the role of the then PM Manmohan Singh, former defense minister A.K. Antony, UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi, and former IAF chief or the Indian Air Force chief S.P. Tyagi was put to question. Why were the Indian officials bribed? In August 1999, Indian Air Force felt the need for replacing the Mi-8 VIP helicopters as they were completing their total technical life. Also, they were unable to operate safely at night and in places with elevation beyond 2000 meters. IAF made a strong plea for a high-altitude flying helicopter for areas like Siachen and the Tiger Hill. The key requirement for the helicopter was how high it could fly. AgustaWestland's A10 CBI, in a report of its investigation, said that the IAF had been vehemently opposing any suggestion of lowering the altitude requirement, but that was before S.P. Tyagi became the IAF chief. After S.P. Tyagi took over, the Indian Air Force was forced to reduce the height requirement, which allowed AgustaWestland to re-enter the building process. What is S.P. Tyagi's connection to the scam? S.P. Tyagi, as you know, is a former IAF chief, Indian Air Force chief, and he is alleged to have intervened in favor of AgustaWestland for the VVIP helicopters competition. A recent revelation by Italian court indicts Tyagi of being a participant in this chopper gate. According to the Italian court, it said that they had validly proven that a part of 1,015 million US dollars in illicit funds made their way to Indian officials. The 225-page judgment by the Milan Court of Appeals in Italy has a separate 17-page chapter on S.P. Tyagi that explained the grounds on which it came to the conclusion of the corruption of S.P. Tyagi. The Italian court order said that the payments to S.P. Tyagi and his family, including 3 of his cousins, were made in cash and through wire transfers. So what does S.P. Tyagi have to say on his alleged involvement in the scam? Oh, I'm waiting for the full translated document before I react. What is the progress on this probe? Giuseppe Orsi, the former chief of Finmeccanica, has been sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. Bruno Spagnolini, who headed the chopper division of AgustaWestland, has been given a 4-year jail term. They have all had to suffer the consequences of their actions. The court also ordered the 2 executives to pay 7.5 million euros, a sum corresponding to the amount deemed to have been allegedly paid in bribes. The 2 officials were held guilty of paying bribes to Indian officials for performing their duty, something that they should have been doing anyway. S.P. Tyagi did not depose before the Italian court and is currently facing investigation at home by both the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate in India. Why is Sonia Gandhi's name being brought into this? Angry exchanges between the Congress and the ruling BJP members over Subramaniam Swamy bringing up Sonia Gandhi's name in Parliament over the AgustaWestland contract bribery case has led to many adjournments of the Rajya Sabha. The BJP has been targeting UPA leaders after an Italian court found evidence of corruption in the Augusta deal on April 7, 2016, between the Indian Air Force and the Finmeccanica, the parent company of AgustaWestland. The Milan Court of Appeals, in its judgment, took note of the conversations between 3 middlemen involved, who mentioned Mrs. Gandhi as being the driving force behind the VVIP and her close aides Ahmed Patel and Pranab Mukherjee. So if you enjoyed watching our video, please like, comment and subscribe.